Advaita Acharya can be Mahavishnu and Sadashiva.
Mahavishnu and Shiva.
Sadashiva.
Sadashiva and Mahavishnu, a similar position. That is, the Jiva Tattva as a whole represented in Shiva, as a whole. If the whole Jiva Tattva is represented in a symbolic way, that comes to the delivery of Shiva. And Shiva has got twofold characteristic, with adaptability of two sides. One, he can exploit this misconceived world, and he can serve the real world. Serve. But when he goes to serve the real world, that is Shivaloka, that is called Sadashiva, the more original form of representation of Shiva there. And there, the Vishnu, that Shiva is also utilized for the first officer to serve for this mundane world, the misunderstood world. So Narayana enters there, enters in one aspect, in one function. He enters there and manipulates through him. So if I had to look at the manipulator, then there is Mahavishnu, and where the inspiration has come and through whom it is working, then we find Shiva. The delegation of Mahavishnu come in Shiva. So there is an eternal post created at the bottom of this whole of Brahmanda. That is the misunderstood aspect of the world. The eternal position of an officer, where the delegation of Vishnu in the creation and the management of this world. If we look at the inner function, there is Mahavishnu. And Mahavishnu is utilizing the highest representation of this Maya world, the Jeev as a whole, searching after. It is incomplete, imperfect. Whenever any southern Indian people approached me when I was there in Madras, the Shiva is greater or Vishnu is greater, I used to point out them this thing, that Shiva's type is a searching, a type, a penance. He is practicing penances and searching after truth. Is not complete. But Vishnu is always full. Generally, Vishnu avatar is seen to be full with his own, not searching for any higher promotion or higher object. But Shiva is a type who is searching and inquiring and making penances to attain his end. So he is a want, but he is trying his utmost to eliminate his inner wants. There is a type of that. Seeking after truth, searching after truth, and taking penances. But Narayan, he does not take his search. He is pulling himself. Generally, you see, where so many the solution, so many problems none can solve. Then at last they come to Narayan and he comes and solves the matter. His position is like that. He is self-contented and he is the giver of the highest solution of, in case of very intricate position, which cannot be solved by any other.
Maharaj, did Ramachandra really do Shiva Puja?
Yes, he did.
Why?
In a formal way, as he came as human beings, Krishna also, in Dwaraka life, he also showed so many, even the Brahmins and so many observance of Varnashram Dharma. He did. He also served his Guru. He went to Gurukul. That's all in human way. He wanted to jajjada charita sistas tatta devi darujana sajat pramanam kurute logasta utsi devi jime loka no kujyam karmuchedaham sankarishya kartasya anupahanya. But the higher personality does, the others follow. So, no buddhi bhedam jane dugganam karma sanginam. In Gita it is what we want, the answer given in Bhagavad Gita. If I do not observe all these things, the public won't care to observe and they will be lost. So I have to do. So Ramchandra, as he came here to teach a particular type of lesson to the public in this mundane world. And as mundane, he had to approach all the duties. Only in special cases he asserted himself. So he began the worship of the ocean, the person ocean. But ocean did not care to come to him. This sea, when just before the construction of the bridge from India to Lanka, he, to keep the honor of the sea, he fasted whole day and he worshipped the deity of sea and wanted to ask her permission, but she did not care to come, to appear. Then he asked Lakshman, he ordered Lakshman, no, she is not coming, give my arrow and bow. I shall make the whole sea a dried pit. The whole water I should draw out of her. When the sea could, the goddess of sea, she could understand this, she ran and fell on its pit. In this way, he came in a human form and to show to the public how an ideal king should go on in discharging his duty. He was conscious of that. So, a human way, he behaved in almost everywhere. So once he worshipped the sea, worshipped many, worshipped Shiva also. And also gave respect to the Brahmins. So many, like a human being.
Maharaj, is Hanumanji and Ganesh and Subramanya, are they Angshas or Jivas?
Hanumanji as a devotee, Sarup Shakti, is eternal, abode is Ayodhya in Vaikuntha. And what you say is Hanuman, Sarup Shakti.
Ganesh, Ganapati,
And Ganapati, sometimes within him some function of Vishnu enters and works. Some delegation is found sometimes. But Ganapati means Vinayaka, that is the leader of the Democratic Party. Gan means many, and the leader of the many. Generally, they are misdoers. But Vinayaka, they represent the voice of the people, voice of the self-seekers. People are generally foreign people on bondage, they are self-seekers. And the Ganesh is the leader of them. So they are satisfied when one is going to begin a good action, good any good attempt. I give some in way of bribe, something they don't come to prevent my good attempt. I am satisfied. So in the beginning, the Vinayaka, Vignakara, so whose nature is always to disturb the good people. They are given something. I am giving this you go off, don't disturb me. Disturbing as that is Ganesha. And also there is sometimes we see there is some dedicated power in Ganesha. In Bhagavad Gita it is mentioned, wherever you will find any power concentrated, you may think that I am there, that Vibhuti Yoga. In this way, wherever any power, anything big, anything greatness, you find in the extraordinary, you must think that my power in any way is there. The tapasya also. My parents says, they want to acquire some power and they pray and I have to give him something. In this way.
So Ganesh is Jiva Shakti or Sarup Shakti?
Ganesh. Ganesh is not Sarup Shakti. And the Kartikeya, he is also sometimes dedicated power because to kill a great demon, the Kartika was necessary. And it became that some potency to be attached there to make him successful in his campaign. Just as sometimes the leader of the party is promised some reward. Oh, you control your men. I am rewarding you with this little thing, and you control your party. A form of bribe. So, for the benefit of the people and for the good administration, many things to be adopted. by the administrator. Hare Krishna, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari, Gaur Hari.
Maharaj,
Yes.
after Nrsingadev killed Hiranyakashipu, no one could approach Nrsingadev to pacify him except Prahlad Maharaj. Why didn't Lakshmi approach him if Lakshmi was his eternal consort?
That was to make the position of Prahlad Maharaj unique in the relation of service to Nrsimhadeva. Lakshmi Devi, she withdrew herself and purposely told that. And apparently it was also convincing for the peculiar figure of Nrsimhadeva. Lakshmi Devi, she told that I am afraid to approach him. He is in a furious mood. But only this has been taken for Prahlad's cause, benefit. So only Prahlad can approach him and he will find in a loving mood. And otherwise he is now in a furious mood and approach from any other quarter will have a clash between his present mood and from any other mood from any other quarter. But this is meant only for Prahlad, this furious figure. And Prahlad's approach will be considerate and will be real path to the solution to minimize his anger. That was a general common sense. And by that, Prahlad's devotion that was eulogized. And Lakshmi Devi herself told that I am afraid to approach him and he's so much enraged and on the Prahlad. And it was the nature, it was the truth. And thereby Prahlad's position was enhanced as a devotee.
So also in Radha Kunda, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he spoke about Prahlad Maharaj in the Bhagavatam.
Not Radha Kunda.
Not Radha Kunda.
In Vrindavan, he asked his sannyasi disciple to explain about Prahlad Maharaj Shuddha Bhakti from Bhagavatam and not to indulge in describing the pastimes of Krishna and the Gopi and others, because it is too high. We must begin from the first plane of bhakti. Then that is above Pujala Ragavata Gaurava Bangi. That is high. And the Sahajiya has taken down in this mundane rasa in Vrindavan. So, to discourage them that what you are doing in Vrindavan and thinking you are Gopi and this Krishna in this way, this is all false, wrong, this is all hell. You have created a hell in Vrindavan. So beginning from ABC, the Shuddha Bhakti, Allah, Shuddha Bhakti, then go step by step to the higher devotional level. And in the Samkunda and the Radha Kunda, in that barrier, he himself He used to explain Upadeshamrita of Rupa Goswami, and not any 10th canto, any Radha Krishna Lila, but Upadeshamrita. He explained himself there, and we had the listeners, audience. Gaur Sundar.
In which position are the teachings of Rishabdev?
Huh?
The teachings of Rishabdev.
Huh?
Rishabdev.
Rishabhadev. No, what part you want to start?
That where are these teachings placed?
What stage of devotion?
Huh?
And which devotional stage? Like you say, Prahlad is Shuddha Bhakti.
We would give particular instance.
Of his teachings.
Oh,
Like Nayam Deho Deha Bhajami Loke.
this is in general bhakti. In Bharat, in Rishabhadeva, it is ordinary, general bhakti. And Ambarish also. Maybe they come in Shantarasa.
As we are told that that Bharat Maharaj, who was attracted to the deer, he fell from the stage of Bhava Bhakti. He fell due to attachment for the deer, but he was in the stage of Bhava Bhakti. Still he fell.
May be considered the lowest stage of Bhava Bhakti, or it may be considered that to give us warning, it has been shown like that. That the Lord Himself sometimes comes to teach us, taking what is impossible, taking Him only to show. So, Bhava Bhakti, what to speak of Bhava Bhakti, it has also been warned against that from Swarup Siddhi also one may fall down. Only in Vastu Siddhi they are saved. When they attain Vastu Siddhi, they are saved eternally. Even in Swarup Siddhi, there may be danger. The fullest attainment, but not actually accepted, participated in the real Lila. As fitness is in perfection, but no recognition. Fitness before recognition is also dangerous, something like that. When recognized, you are safe. Before that, from fitness, you may lose the chance of getting that. It may be possible. That is Swarup Siddhi. One has attained his highest position. But after that, Vastu Siddhi, is get recognition, entrance by the higher sphere. Yes, you are one of us admitted, then you are. They will look after. The government will look after you. Otherwise you are in individual consideration, something like that. But it is also within the jurisdiction of Swarup Shakti. But there in Swarup Shakti also there are division, higher lower. So the recognition by the Vastu Siddhi. Formally it is told, when one has attained Swarup Siddhi, then where the Krishna Lila in Prapancha, in the material sphere, is going on, he receives a call from there. And then he enters. He is allowed to have entrance into that Bhauma Lila. Bhauma Lila. And from some rehearsal, and then he is taken in eternally. Something like that. The recognition. A rehearsal and recognition. And before that, that government recommended rehearsal and recognition, his fate is uncertain.
So Krishna says, Tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mam eti.
So, you know.
So before this mam eti, Tyaktva deham. So does that mean only giving up the body as in death, or giving up the bodily conception?
Body of divine materials. This deha means this flesh body, then this sukha body is also there. Takta deham punarjanma naiti mameti sojuna. Who? Unless, for whom it is told, Takta deham punarjanma naiti noeti mameti sojuna. Manmana.
Evam yoveti tatvata.
Janma karma cha me divyam.
Evam jo veti tata, janma karma cha me divyam. Evam jo veti tattata.
One who knows me.
Where is it? Ignorant control.
Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter.
4th chapter.
Janma karma me dibbam.
In what connection it is told? Janma karma cha me divyam. Evam jo veti tattata. And tattata means there is the whole thing. It is tattata in what word? But there are so many stages. Evam jo veti tattata. Tatu mahang tattatu gatta vishati tadanantaram. Tattata, realization. Knowledge about the reality. You can enter into another layer, first layer, second layer, third layer in this way. That is also within him. So formal and material or substantial consideration everywhere to be traced. Division, subdivision, sub-subdivision. As much we are minute, we can find them. The minutest difference between them. Hare Krishna, Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol.
Desirable, but devotees who may have fallen from Swarup Siddhi, are there any such examples are given for instruction?
Swarup Siddhi. Fallen, but the fall is also very temporary, it may be. When you take the case of Vishnu Chitta, who is even recognized as part of the Bhakta. There also we find such thing. Do you know the story of the Vishnu Chitta?
No.
No one
Vishnu
knows.
Chitta was a priest in some temple in the south. He's a brahmachari. He's very scrupulously has engaged himself in the service. One day, suddenly, two girls came there to see the temple, and one of them was very much charmed with the beautiful figure of Vishnu Chitta. And she told his elder sister that I am charmed by the beauty of this pujari. I can't leave the place. You go. Then how to live there? They approached, both of them approached to the priest. He was the manager also. She wants to serve in this temple for some time. She is charmed by the atmosphere of the temple and she wants to render service to the deity. In a simple way, Vishnu says, accepted, yes, if she likes so. The service of my Lord, she may remain here. Then she is trying to entice the devotee, but devotee does not care in this way. Some time passed. Suddenly one day in a rainy season, with his cloth, wet cloth, so closely mixed with his body that perhaps her body attracted suddenly attention of Vishnu Chitta. And gradually they had some illicit connection. And so much so that when the girl thought that the man is under her clutches, she left the temple. And the man, leaving the service of the deity, followed her. And she went to her own place, home, Srianganatham. And the man, Vishnu Chitta, he also gave the charge away to the temple proprietor and they went away. Then after some time, that girl rejected him. I don't want you. But he can't leave her. Oh, take some money or something, otherwise I won't allow you to enter my room. What will he try? One day, that gentleman, he is lying on a veranda of some householder. He's trying to sleep, but can't sleep. The mosquito is disturbing, and he's that way, disturbed way. He's passing her night. And at that time, Ranganatham and the Lakshmi Devi, they were out in a night tour throughout the streets of Sriangam. Lakshmi Devi asked Ranganatham, who is that man? Why he is lying there and the mosquito, tolerating mosquito bites, a very miserable condition. Then, oh, you don't recognize him. He is our old servant of that particular temple, Vishnu Chitta. Why he is in such deplorable condition? Then the Ranganathan described the whole thing. Such and such things happened. You are very cruel. Give us something to the man, and he may enter the room of that garden. What can we give him? The golden, the Panchapatram, the spoon, golden spoon. They aroused the Vishnu Chitta. Oh, man, you are suffering, you are very poor. Take this thing. This is a valuable thing, you take this. And he did not care, he's mad in his own way. Did not care who is giving to him. When he got a golden spoon, very much joy. And he went to the door of the girl and they pushed. Yes, I have brought something valuable. Open the door. Then she opened the door and found this is this. How have you got it? I have got it. Some gentleman has given it. Anyway, passed the night perhaps, and then in the temple that was missed, and it was reported to the king, and the king gave it beat of drum in the town. Wherever it will be found, it will be in danger. If anyone has found it, just put it, produce it to us. Then when they also got the news, it will be dangerous to keep it. Then that Garu gave it that this man has given it to me. He was put into the prison. Then the Ranganath, he gave a dream to the king as well as to the highest priest that I have given it to him. He was my old servant in that temple. I have given him a reward. He won't be punished. Then, of course, he was released, and then he came to his former senses. What have I done? I was so and so, and I have come down to such a mean position. Then he roused like Pajami, and went to his own service in this way. Some higher position it is shown that even from high position we may fall. We must not boast of our position, must not be proud of our high position. Always be careful. Always be in a prayer mode, praying mode. What am I? The king soul, the Maya is so extensive, endowed with so much power, but only our Bharsha, our hope, the grace of Guru Vaishnava. Always be in a wanting and a prayerful mode. We should try to pass our time. Pass our time. Hare Krishna. We may not commit to the feet of those higher advanced people by coming indulging in discussion of their pure character. take them down and to make an object of our, to satisfy our curiosity, but the necessity for which we are trying to draw to the bliss. Their grace may be gracious to us. Gold Hari Bol, Gold Hari Bol, Gold Hari Bol. Gold Hari Bol, Gold Hari Bol, Gold Hari Bol. Gold Hari Bol, Gold Hari Bol. Gold Hari Bol, Gold Hari Bol, Gold Hari Bol.
It is said that Lord Ganesh can remove impediments from one's devotional service. One time, someone asked Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, about this, and he said, well, give me $100,000 a month, and I will start immediately this worship. What are some practical things that we may do to remove some of these impediments that we have?
What does he say?
I'm not sure.
About Ganesh removing impediments.
Ganesh removes obstacles in our service. He
I don't follow.
says that Ganesh, to worship Ganesh Puja,
Yes.
a devotee may do that, to remove obstacles, impediments in his service. So, can we do that?
In a particular case, it may be granted when a devotee is found by his guru that he has got much affinity towards Ganesh. Then he may ask him, do it, and pray to him that in no time he can release you and to help you to the way of Vishnu. Just as we are told, Jat karusi jadasnasi, jat juhusi jadasi, jat tavusi tat kusha madatpanam. Whatever you are much engaged with, you can't get out from there. Try to connect it with the Supreme and do it for some time. Then it will vanish. Whatever you have got some affinity to particular work, you try to work in that way, but the result will be very particular to devote it to the center. And then, in no time, you will get relief from that particular tendency, which is an obstacle, the anukulasya sankalpa. It will come in this jurisdiction, under Krishna Karmarpan. I have got particular affinity to a particular duty, and that duty may be sometime given, maybe sometime attached, and only to connect it to the center. And in a short time, I have been relieved of that tendency with this idea that may be provided time. Hari Krishna.
I was meaning, what are some other practical, general things that we can do to remove some of these impediments and troubles we have in devotional service?
What does he say?
He's asking what other things can be done to remove, what other activities can be performed to remove the inartas or the obstacles to devotional service.
Not just Ganesh Puja, but any other thing.
Anything, Ganesh Puja, affinity or Shiva Puja, or whatever it may be, I am captured by particular interest. And if I want to get out of that particular interest, that should be connected with the Absolute. And then in the shortest time, I will be relieved of that Jat karoshi, jat asnasi, jat juhoshi, gadasi, jat tavasya tat kurusya madat panam. In Varnashram Dharma, they are worshipping the deity Durga, all these things. Vitaitat karma phalam Sri Krishna samarpitamastu, the connecting link in this way. And when that will be more purified, then Jat Karushi Jadasnasi, whatever is doing direct towards Krishna, Tasmin Tushti, Priyatam Pundari Kakha. The connection is given in this way, and that will be more and more clear and direct. And then Sarvadharma and Parityajya, he would come to that stage that he can give up all conceptions of duties for the service of Krishna. Who is asking the question?
What's his name? Dr. Jeff.
Bhakta?
Jeff.
Jet.
Jeff.
Jet.
Yeah, he came with the
J.P.
Jeff.
J.E.F.
Double F.
Jeff.
Jeffrey. He came with Dear Krishna Maharaj.
Just as in Upanishad it is told, I am riding a horse. I am trying to take the horse this side, but horse is going forcibly. I shall try always to make it turn towards a particular direction, but the horse is going. I am to let loose for some time, and I will always be trying to get it. Then sometimes I shall find that horse wing has been diminished and he is coming to my desired way. It is mentioned in the Upanishad, something like that. We are helplessly, we may allow to go another way, but our desired way is another side. So we are allowed to go something in advance and always trying to change the direction. This way, sometimes I shall find that I am able to change my direction towards Krishna. Luki Bhavaya Mishamuddhasiva Nityastu Jantu Nahi Sattva Yogama Navasthiti Srishu Vivaha Yuga Asuragvahi Asu Nivrittirishta. To allow us to work in the wrong direction for some time with the object and with some strategic advice, to come back through that. If I want to go to giving direct opposition, I may be lost. So that strategy has been recommended to be accepted by us in our spiritual movement also.
In the incident of Bali Maharaj rejecting Shukracharya as accept Vamanadev, what are some of the practical instructions we can get from this?
That depends upon the Sukriti. For some Dushkriti, some evil action, my fate is entangled with Guru, he is not up to my liking. So, in that case, my Sukriti guides me against the acceptance of my temporary Guru. And by crossing the order of Guru, we have to do something. That whoever will stand on the way of myself and my Supreme Lord, he may be rejected. And what to speak of any other different hindrances, even Guru, false Guru. Guru means false Guru, who wants to create some hindrance, create some boundary wall, some wall between myself and my desired Lord. Such Guru should be removed. And here came the Sukriti in the disciple. Sukriti was of a pure type, but anyhow, for some false deed of his previous life, he had to meet a false Guru. not a proper guide. And it was necessary that Shan Guru should be given up. There are so many taking the Diksha from this Guru, traditional Guru treasure, and to give up that and come to the real Sadhu Guru. The Lakshman, according to the symptoms of Guru, has been given in the scriptures, and by leaving aside the ordinary common Guru that are going on in the world, he should take shelter in a proper Guru, Guru Nibbana, Kula Guru, then so many Gurus are Vaishnava. Grahet Vaishnavad Guru, Vaishnavu Dishtena Mantrena Nirayam Briyet, Padasta Vidhina Sammak, Grahet Vaishnavad Guru. There is some Vaishnavu Dishtena Mantrena Nirayam Briyet. Punashta Vidhina Sammak, Punashta Vidhina ki Dikham Grahet Vaishnavad Guru. Very important. For my previous offences, I unconsciously submitted to a formal Guru, but and that material acquisition pushed me, pinched me, and warned me of my false future, and showed me proper light. Then, leaving that, I must come to a fair Vaishnava, gentle life, and to accept him my Guru. So this is. Okay.
70 টাকা আছে 2 টাকা একটাই করে 5 টাকা করে 14টা আছে 170
সব 5 টাকা
হ্যাঁ
14টা আছে 14 ফেরত আচ্ছা তোমাকে তাহলে কিছু দিয়ে রাখি
হ্যাঁ একটা মিষ্টি দেবো আর একটু চিনি
Hare Krishna. Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Gaur Hari Bol. আরে ওরা আসলে কাঠ এসে চলে গেছে
চলে গেছে
হ্যাঁ
কেষ্টদা এসেছেন
হ্যাঁ কেষ্ট কি বলছ
কেষ্টদা এসেছেন কাঠ নেই কিছু
কাঠ আসেনি কাঠের গাড়ি
কাঠের গাড়ি এসেছে
এসেছে আচ্ছা তারপরে জয়গোপাল ফিরেছে
কেষ্টদা ফিরেছে জয়গোপাল ফিরেনি
আরে কেষ্টদা তো গাড়ি কাঠ আনতে গিয়েছিল
জয়গোপালপুর ফিরেনি
আর জয়গোপাল গিয়েছে সেই লরিতে কলকাতাতে কি মাল আসবে সেইটা দেখতে
না উনি এখনো ফিরেনি
তবে এই জয়গোপাল ফিরেছে না কেষ্টদা ফিরেছে কেষ্টদা ফিরেছে তো শুনলাম একবার সে গিয়েছে কাঠ আনতে মুকুন্দার এখন জয়গোপাল ফিরলে গাড়ি সেখানে যাবে এই আমাকে একটু জল দাও তো এই আচ্ছা তারপর শিখি গ্লাস বেশি না কত বাজলো কত
5 to 10
5 to 10 গৌর হরি বল 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 গৌর নিদায় গৌর নিদায় গৌর নিদায় গৌর নিদায় ভূত শুদ্ধি such right by chanting the name of Gaur Nityananda. We want to take our position proper. হ্যাঁ কি খবর ও এবার গাড়ি তাহলে ওখানে নিয়ে যাবে হরিচরণ যাওয়া দরকার। হরিচরণ ফিরেছে?
প্রভু গোবিন্দ মহারাজ দুজনে ফেরেন, একই গাড়িতে গিয়েছে।
এই যে গোবিন্দ মহারাজের গলার আওয়াজ পাচ্ছি কোনো?
না, ও তো দেখছে, ও তো জয় গৌরাঙ্গ প্রেমে।
তুমি যা খুশি একটা বলে দাও। কই নাগরা
আসছে
গোবিন্দ মহারাজ ফিরেছে?
না,
দেখো দেখি।
আমি দেখেছি, যার জন্য
আমি দেখেছি, আমি তার গলার আওয়াজ শুনছি। ওর সঙ্গে তার দেখা হয়েছে ওদের?
আপনার সঙ্গে দেখা হয়েছে?
আচ্ছা, ওকে ডাকো আমার কাছে।
আপনি এখনো জানেন ট্রান্সপোর্টে? মহারাজ একবার গিয়ে ফিরে আসছেন, আবার কি যাবে?
না না, বলেছে যে 10টার সময়, না কি বলছো?
হ্যাঁ, 10টার সময় ডেকেছি।
আচ্ছা, এখন তো 10টা বাজে।
হ্যাঁ,
তাহলে এখন গাড়ি নিয়ে যেতে পারে।
গাড়ি নিয়ে যাবে? বলবো তাহলে গাড়ি নিয়ে যেতে একদম।
কি এসে না এসে জানা যাচ্ছে না, অল্প জিনিস এসে থাকে তো রিক্সাতে আসতে পারে। একটু অপেক্ষা করুক, তারপর দেখা যাবে ওরা আসবে।
একটু অপেক্ষা করুন, গোবিন্দ মহারাজ আর সমুদ্র দুজনে গিয়েছেন কোথায়, ওই বাজারে গিয়েছেন, তবে ওইখানে গিয়ে হয়তো আসতে পারবে।
কি আনবার কথা আছে? ঠিক আছে। হ্যাঁ, গৌর হরি বল, গৌর হরি বল, গৌর হরি বল। Any other question? নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর।
প্রভু এসছে।
হ্যাঁ, কি হলো?
আচ্ছা,
এ নিয়ে
গাড়ি তেঁতুল কাঠ এলো
হ্যাঁ,
20 মণ।
কত? 20 মণ?
হ্যাঁ।
এত ধরলো?
হ্যাঁ, 20 মণ এলো। ওষুধ তেঁতুল কাঠ তো ভারী কাঠ।
হ্যাঁ।
আচ্ছা, আবার 260 টাকা দাম পড়ছে, 13 টাকা হিসাবে
হ্যাঁ।
বলছেন।
Taking anything? Hare Krishna. So, should we retire today? Yeah.
Thank you.
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj ki jai. Srivadokhayananda Maharaj ki jai. Bhakti Maharaj ki jai. Aranda Maharaj, Madhav Prabhu. So many devotees.
अच्छा